People come in all different shapes and sizes, whether it's by choice or not. From the heaviest man in the world to a man who looks like a lizard, join us as we count 10 of the most extreme bodies on Earth. Number 10. Khalid Mohsenshari. This Saudi man was the heaviest man in the world. Weighing in at 610 kilos at the young age of just 17, Khalid was said to be the second heaviest man in recorded history, just behind John Brower-Minnick, who weighed an unbelievable 635 kilograms. Thankfully, in 2013, King Abdullah organized the transportation by medical helicopter to the King Fahd Medical City in Riyadh for treatment. Nearly 30 medical staff members and civil defense men joined hands to lift him with a special crane ordered from the US and flew him to the hospital. Doctors treated him and helped him to shed more than 2/3 of his weight, allowing him to walk for the first time in years. Number 9. The Lizard Man. Eric Sprague, better known as the Lizard Man, is a freak show and sideshow performer. He has modified his body to the point where some may question if he's human at all. He's had a full body tattoo of green scales, sharpened teeth, bifurcated tongue, subdermal implants, and green inked lips. There were some rumors going around that he hoped to get a tail transplant, and while Eric himself has debunked this, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Number 8. Valeria Lukyanova. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what this woman is famous for. The Ukrainian-born model and entertainer is most notable for her resemblance to a Barbie doll. To enhance this effect even further, she uses makeup and blue contact lenses over her naturally green eyes. Needless to say, she's had her fair share of cosmetic surgery to make her resemble a plastic doll. For the hell of it, I'll also throw in Justin Jedlicka into the mix, who is known as the human Ken doll. Racking up over 190 cosmetic surgeries, I'm sure they'd make a great couple. Number 7. Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw is an American professional strongman competitor. With Brian, it's not so much about the way his body looks, but more about the way he can use his body. He's been crowned the world's strongest man 3 times now, in 2011, 2013, and 2015. Shaw is one of the largest competitors to ever enter the show, coming in at 207 centimeters tall and weighing in at just under 200 kilos. This has allowed him to perform some truly astonishing feats of strength, including deadlifting 511 kilos in the Hamataya Strongman deadlift, squatting 410 kilos, and log lifting 200 kilos. And to top that all off, at only age 33, Shaw has a good few years left in him to become one of the greatest strongmen in World's Strongest Man history. Number 6. Jyoti Amge. I've included Jyoti Amge on one of my other lists, but she's definitely worth mentioning here too. Jyoti Amge is an Indian actress who is most notable for being the world's smallest living woman, according to Guinness World Records. She has a height of just over 2 feet, or 62.8 centimeters. To put that into context, while she's 22 years old, she's the same length as the average 8-month-old female baby, or the average 6-month-old male baby. Her restricted height is due to a growth abnormality called achondroplasia, which has earned her TV appearances on Body Shock, Big Boss 6, and American Horror Story Freak Show. Number 5. Erica Irvin. Known professionally as Amazon Eve, Erica Irvin is an American transgender model, fitness trainer, and actress. As you can tell by the pictures, she's quite tall. Coming in at 203 centimeters tall, she was crowned by the Guinness World Records as the world's tallest professional model in 2011. Number 4. Lizzie Velasquez. Elizabeth Ann Velasquez is an American motivational speaker and author. She was born with a rare congenital disease which stops her from being able to put on any body fat. The condition led to her being bullied as a child and ultimately inspired her to take up motivational speaking. She has 0% body fat and has never weighed more than 29 kilos. She's unable to gain any weight and is required to eat many small meals and snacks through the day. Her birth weight was only 1.2 kilos. Because of her appearance, she was dubbed the world's ugliest woman in a video posted on YouTube. Lizzie has spoken out against bullying and has attended a TED conference where she talked about the topic of how you define yourself as a person. She's gained over 40 million views on her YouTube channel and is well known for her optimistic outlook on life. Number 3. Valeria Levitin. This 39-year-old anorexic woman from Monaco is the skinniest woman in the world. She weighs as little as 27 kilograms, less than half of the minimum she should weigh. Being 176 centimeters tall, she's not exactly short for a woman either. Valeria suffers from an extreme case of anorexia. She started experiencing her condition after she started extreme dieting. She's tried everything to regain some of her lost weight, but her efforts have been in vain. However, she has made the most of her condition. She's been touring different parts of the world to warn girls of the dangers of extreme dieting. She has hopes to recover from her condition one day so she may fulfill her dream of becoming a mother. Number 2. Big Ramy. Bodybuilders don't come any bigger than this. Mamdouh El-Sbiai, better known as Big Ramy, is a professional bodybuilder from Kuwait. In the 2015 Mr. Olympia, he broke the record for the heaviest bodybuilder to compete in the event, weighing in at a whopping 143 kilos. Now, that may not seem like a huge number to some, but it really is. Arnold Schwarzenegger weighed only 107 kilos during his competitions back in the day. Ronnie Coleman, unquestionably one of the greatest Mr. Olympias ever, weighed 136 kilos in competition, and that was already insane. But the craziest thing is the rate at which this guy is putting on muscle. In the 2014 Olympia, Big Ramy was 129 kilos, meaning he put on 14 kilos of solid muscle within a year, and who knows how big this guy will eventually become. Number 1. Bionic Woman. Aileen Brown, a 57-year-old from the UK, has had more than a dozen operations over the past 2 decades. She was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in the late 1980s, and since then most of her joints have been replaced with either metal or plastic. Today she has a metal knee and a plastic knee joint, a metal joint in her left and right shoulder, a replacement right hip, a left elbow, and possibly even more by today.